Hello my dear friends, I am back again with a new video of animal tissues today. Okay, so basically we have already started the connective tissue. Okay, so first thing we discussed was there are three components of which connective tissue is made up of. First is cells, second matrix, third fiber. Okay, these are the three basic components of which connective tissue is composed of. And connective tissue comprises about 30% of our body weight, okay, and originates from mesoderm. Mesoderm, there is mesenchyma cells, okay. Mesenchyma cells are basically undifferentiated and pluripotent cells, okay. So they divide itself into 5 different types of cells, and each cell is different in structure as well as function, but they perform they perform secretion of protein fibers and matrix, okay. So first type of cell which is there with after the division of mesenchyma cells is fibroblast. Fibroblast is basically largest cell in all the 5 cells, okay, and it is present maximum in number, and also it is the chief matrix producing cell. It produces maximum amount of matrix as compared to other cells, okay. Because it has large number of rough endoplasmic reticulum, and they synthesize protein. So protein synthesis or can say protein fiber synthesis is also very high in fibroblasts. Second type of cells we discussed about is macrophages, and also known as histiocytes. They are basically scavengers, and with the help of phagocytosis they engulf the dead matter, okay. In the blood, macrophages are known as monocytes, and in the spleen it is known as reticular cells, okay. Now third type of cell comes is mast cell. Mast cell secretes 4 types of things, okay. First histamine, then serotonin, heparin and matrix. Histamine is basically a kind of amino acid derivative which helps us to increase the lumen of the blood vessel. Lumen is basically the diameter of the blood vessel. It helps us to increase the diameter of the blood vessel. Second thing comes is serotonin. Serotonin basically helps us to reduce the lumen of the blood vessel, okay. Third thing comes is heparin. Heparin is basically an anticoagulant. It helps to prevent clotting of blood while it flows. Now fourth thing is matrix. Matrix is basically hyaluronic acid, okay. Now fourth type of cell that comes is adipocytes, okay. Adipocytes are further of 2 types. First monolocular cells and another multilocular cells. Monolocular cells basically has a single large fat globule present, and multilocular cells have multiple small fat globules present, okay. Monolocular are also known as white fat, and multilocular are also known as brown fat, because there is a cytochrome pigment present in the cell membrane of multilocular cells, which makes it brown in color, and also it helps us to provide more energy, because there is more cytoplasm present, and also there is more number of mitochondria present. So mitochondria is responsible for energy generation also, so it helps us to generate more amount of energy. Now fifth type of cells comes is lymphocytes. Lymphocytes divides itself and forms plasma cells also. Plasma cell and lymphocytes together forms the immunity system of our body, and also it helps us to produce antibodies which helps us to fight the antigens, okay. Lymphocytes further are of 2 types, T lymphocyte and B lymphocyte. Lymphocyte which are matured in the thymus of our body are basically called as T lymphocytes, and lymphocytes which are matured in the bone marrow they are called basically B lymphocytes, okay. Now next thing comes is fibers of connective tissue, okay. Fibers are basically secreted only by the fibroblast, okay. There are basically 3 types of fibers: collagen fiber, also known as white fiber. Now second type is yellow fiber, or also known as elastic fiber, and third type is reticular fiber, okay. So let us understand about them in a little detail. First comes is collagen fiber or white fiber. They are basically wavy like appearance and strong in nature, or can say tough also. Okay, and also they are non-elastic. Collagen fibers are made up of collagen protein. Okay, and on boiling they produce gelatin. Now second type is yellow fiber, or also known as elastic fiber. They are basically single and branched. Okay, now they are made up of elastin protein. Okay, one thing I missed, that collagen protein is the most abundant protein found in the animal kingdom. Okay, now yellow fibers have maximum elasticity and high resistance to heat and chemicals. They can sustain large amount of heat. Okay, large amount of temperature. Now third comes is reticular fiber. Okay, reticular fibers are basically highly branched and delicate. They are found in tonsils and spleen of our body. Okay, they are made up of elastin protein, and when stained by Ag salts, or can say silver, they are stained by the silver salts. Okay, now next comes is types of connective tissue. Connective tissue is basically classified on their structure of their tissues. Okay, there are basically three types of connective tissue: loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue, and specialized connective tissue. In loose connective tissue, matrix present is more and fiber present is very less. Okay, so that is why they are basically loose connective tissue, and its examples are areolar or spongy tissue and adipose tissue. Now second type comes is dense connective tissue. In that, matrix is less and fiber is more. Okay, and they are found in the white fibrous connective tissue, yellow fibrous connective tissue, and reticular fibrous connective tissue. Okay, now third type comes is specialized connective tissue. Now their matrix is also specialized. Okay, they contain special types of things. First comes is skeleton connective tissue in specialized connective tissue. Okay, they are basically dense mineralized matrix formed of, okay, like cartilage and bone. Now second type in specialized connective tissue is vascular tissue. Okay, they are basically blood and lymph. Blood and lymph are also known as false connective tissue. Okay, because they do not have matrix present in them. Sorry, they do not have fiber present in them. Now let us discuss about the areolar tissue, or which is the first tissue we are going to discuss in the loose connective tissue. Okay, so let us see the structure which will help you to visualize better. See, this is the first loose connective tissue we are going to discuss: areolar connective tissue or spongy connective tissue. CT basically represents connective tissue. It has more matrix and less fiber. See, there are collagen fibers present, as you can see, and these are macrophages. They have kidney-shaped nucleus, and these are mast cells. They have S-shaped nucleus. Here you can also see blood vessels because they are vascular in nature, and here you can see fibroblast also and elastic fibers. There is maximum intercellular space present in areolar tissue. That is why it comes under loose connective tissue, and also largest quantity of extracellular material. Okay, this space which is present outside it is known as areolae. Okay, now it is most widely distributed in the body, and it has semi-fluid ground substance. Okay, and its function is that it provides framework which supports epithelium. Okay, so make sure that you remember all these points. That's all for today. Thank you.